Well, they both took off together. One took off and then the other. I keep thinking I scared them away.
Matt, the video you showed,
Uh-huh.
it looked at you, it
Yeah.
recognized you, and says, "Oh, that's my friend."
Then you think that was the first time it flew?
That are very close. They almost never return to the nest because as soon as they leave, it shrinks.
Oh, right. It turned into nothing. You're right.
Yeah. And as soon as both of them have flown, mom's done.
Right. You told me that, so I took the
Everybody
nest down.
behave. Be nice.
She didn't make another nest there.
Having found a good nesting place, they look like Costa babies.
Yeah, they were definitely cut.
And a lot of the Costas here, about half of them are migrators. And about half are year-round residents with the black chins.
I got one hole and 3 birds.
Yeah.
Come on. Plenty of food here.
Love when they put their little feet on me.
I know.
It's like the softest, coolest feeling ever.
Last night, one of the young men from next door sat with the hummingbirds. And it was very nice. They're Guatemalan refugees. So they're very shy. They're very self-contained. I can't even imagine what they've been through to get here.
How old are they?
They're like early 20s. And one
They're a
child.
couple.
Looks like 2 couples, a sister and a child.
All living in one little
But I think they're on government assistance.
They're the lucky ones.
Well, I can't imagine from Guatemala. You got to go through Honduras.
Yeah.
You got to go through Southern Mexico,
Yeah.
which is a war zone.
And then they-
Oaxaca right now, Chiapas, they're war zones.
They put you on a bus here and send you to Chicago. They're sitting at 10 deep.
Sinaloa, Chihuahua are all, and Jalisco are all under the thumb of the cartels.
Yeah.
You're a reader?
Huh?
You're a reader? Read books?
Oh, yeah.
So I only read fiction.
Okay.
But there's a really great fiction book. I think it's called American Life. And it's about a woman and her son trying to get across the border to America
Okay.
and travel to the border and
Yeah.
all that. Like it was great. Mexico, but
Well,
just the
the
trains
Border
and
Patrol
the
here has
scary
lost
and-
its way.
Yeah. Well,
People,
the country has lost its way.
the Border Patrol was created to protect migrants from predatory Americans.
Right stuff down. Use my finger.
Yeah. That's your first perch?
Tonight.
Okay.
They don't do this in my house. They used to. My friend Bradford had his.
I don't think we have the same population in our area. And it might be, what kind of predators are like these guys?
Roadrunners, mockingbirds,
Oh, well,
kestrels, house cats.
we're fucking loaded with mockingbirds.
They
Fucking
chased
loaded
the
with
ravens away.
roadrunners.
It's so funny.
We
See
open
the
our,
two
our we open
mockingbirds,
our window and see on our patio table a roadrunner sitting there on
A
it.
giant one just sitting on top of our table.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We
So,
were babysitting
that
dogs
may-
They know
that
that
day.
there
They
are
went
hummingbirds
crazy.
Well, it may be why there's not a big population.
Well, we get them too, but
And
we also have a pair of Cooper's hawks that keep the mockingbirds and the kestrels. And
we have a few of those built flying overhead. You can see them. But what fights the ravens all the time?
The
mockingbirds.
mockingbirds, they
And
chased them
jays.
away.
I love to watch that.
Yeah.
And then I have suet out, and so every morning I get different, like 3 or 4 different kinds of woodpeckers.
Yeah.
They love the
I got a
suet.
ladderback that likes to hang out here.
What's
I don't
that?
even know what the different kinds are.
Oh,
Black and white horizontal stripes down the back
not the red.
and a red crown.
Oh yeah, I have that one.
They love those saucer style hummingbird feeders because they can sit on the edge and tilt it and then get nectar.
Oh. I didn't know they would even eat that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the little chickadees, the little yellow chickadees, they love my hummingbird feeders.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're just licking out or if their
Yeah.
mouth is big enough to actually get some or what.
Probably not because they got kind of
A little
Blunt
tiny,
beak.
yeah, like a pencil sharpener.
yeah.
It doesn't seem like it would go in, but it doesn't.
But you
seem
never
like-
know what is hiding behind those beaks when it comes to tongues because
Right, I know nothing
woodpeckers
about
have
those kinds.
very long tongues.
Oh, they do.
Sure,
We
how
get
do
a
you think they get all the
woodpecker
bugs that they get?
in the morning too. It's annoying. I always think it's construction. It's still pretty many.
You're burning up so much energy. Just sit down and eat like I do.
I
You
know.
think I run around? There you go, like that. That's what I was saying. Just like that. Fuck the other guys.
We like you, honey. We got 2 of them at once.
Yeah.
At one, literally, they're both sharing the hole.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
There are ones that will not insert wholly so that somebody else can do it. Then there are others that just jam their face down and like, to hell.
Those are Republican ones. But this is such the antidote to street fair, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Did we get more jurors today?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but there was a huge fuck up. Fox decided to get into the action and basically revealed the identity of one of the jurors
I saw that.
and pissed about what a liberal they were.
I couldn't tell if that juror looked liberal or not liberal. He looked a little like.
But this is a woman. This is a nurse.
I saw a guy.
No, this
The
is
thing is, there have been real, documented, credible threats to witnesses and jurors
yes, yeah.
and
Yeah.
lawyers and
Like
judges
that, if they indicted
involved
him.
with prosecuting.
And now you've got Fox aiding and abetting,
Yeah.
and even causing it. I don't understand. I mean, it's like every possible norm that there could ever be is no longer even
Yeah.
respected. It's
I know. In the time the Republicans have been blocking the Ukraine bill, I've had 5 friends die
in Ukraine.
in Ukraine.
It's,
On Wednesdays, I attend an AA meeting on Zoom in Kyiv. And
that's horrible.
yeah, because my friends are holding AA meetings
Really,
in bomb shelters
right? Really,
because Russians are dropping bombs.
yes.
So they're fighting for their lives and they're staying sober.
Sober.
They amaze me.
Just wait. If Trump gets elected, the whole world's going to be owned by Russia.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Sometimes I'm glad I'm as old as I am.
Yeah,
I worry for my granddaughter.
Me
A
too.
2-year-old granddaughter. I can't imagine. I have visions of her, you know, in leather and metal, riding atop some vehicle like in Mad Max, you know, looking
like
for
those
water.
shows on TV after the apocalypse or whatever you want
Yeah,
to call it, you know?
but how do they? The thing about the Mad Max movies, who's drilling the oil? Who's refining it? You know,
It's just what's
who's
left.
making car parts?
It's what's left in the tanks.
Yeah.
If you think about all the things that are wrong too much, you just go crazy.
I know.
Well, that's a very little right anymore. It used to be, you know,
Right.
it doesn't balance it out anymore. It used to balance it out.
Well, and
Well, it used to be that everyone had some morals at least and a standard and believed in democracy.
Well, there's many
and-
people that do.
That's the
There's
part
many people that
has
do, but
me-
they don't matter anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We don't matter anymore.
Then how could there be so many people who are so, I don't know,
In
mean and angry and-
1923, I just need to remind you, in 1923, there was a big trial of a guy who was red-handed trying to overthrow the government. Okay, and it failed, and eventually he was put on trial. And less than 20 years later, he was running the country and a total dictator, and
Mhm.
invaded Poland. And
Mhm.
so it's like
Yeah.
I'm watching the same sort of stuff. This is like what's next? The Reichstag going to catch on fire here?
You know, I thought they were going to try that a couple of times.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, so did I.
I
So did
thought
I.
they were going to try that with January 6th.
That would have been. That would have been.
Oh.
No, there were a few times when I
And I have been on my congressional representative daily since January 6th. I go on his Facebook page and I rip him up and down.
which
Calvert.
oh Calvert, he's a dick. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He's
Who's the doctor? The
that's Ruiz.
yeah.
And he's like the southern Coachella Valley and the
Oh,
Imperial
okay.
Valley now. They
Oh,
took him away from
Did they
us.
redistrict it?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
they
they
did
gave
that.
us Calvert, who's afraid to come to Palm Springs because he knows we have members on the city council that were at Stonewall, and if they see Calvert on our streets, they'll be throwing bricks.
I don't believe no one's so important.
I wonder how this guy Will is going to do against Calvert.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, he's also had a couple of shots at this.
Well,
You know what
he came very
I
close.
know. See, I that's what I do for work for a political consultant. And I had a rule there that I would not take on a client who had not lost an election because they're geniuses until
Until they lose.
and then they take advice and actually pay attention and do the right thing.
Yeah, I told Will that when he lost, it was close. It was a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And he didn't whine, complain, didn't call for a recount.
No,
just
just start
said,
raising money.
yeah.
Just start in for the next one.
And that showed so much class.
It's how you do it. It's how
Yeah.
you do it. I keep the yard
Well, the
signs.
election was stolen. We didn't really
Yeah, we
win.
stole
I'll
we
never admit defeat.
We stole that election from the Republicans because we went out and voted.
But I really feel like Biden needs to find a positive message, not just a we hate Trump message.
He's got it. Nobody listens.
Yeah.
He has actually improved the economy. People go, yeah,
Our
but hot dogs
economy
are so
is the
expensive.
best in the world right now.
Yeah,
I
know.
read the first
But the
like
kitchen table stuff is still,
Facebook thing that was like not like a big story that was like Biden because of the employment rate.
Mhm.
But that was like the first positive thing.
oh yeah, unemployment is as low as it's been.
Right,
know,
but you don't
Yeah.
really hear about all that. Like,
Well, because the disparity of wealth has made it so that there is no place in the middle class. You're going to be either poor,
Mhm.
and or poorer.
Mhm.
So,